Welcome back, everybody, to Auspicious Conversation, Episode 3. It is me, your host, the Auspicious Bird of the Black Moon. Today, I have a big, and I'll say big, cast of crew with me. The first one I'm going to introduce, he's the one that cooked up this fire beat. As usual, I always got to use him. His name is Intel the God, and he is the god at making these beats. A little more of a god than Kanye, maybe? I don't know. Say what's up to the people, Intel.
Nigga, I've always been more of a god than Kanye.
Kanye
No, I'm
gay.
joking. Kanye, old Kanye is the goat. I wish we can get him back, but he's somewhere in the sunken place. Which is not Kim Kardashian's pussy, but you know.
God, this man, no. I don't condone any words this man just said. Anyways, go ahead and shout out your stuff. So if people want to get a fire beat from you, they can grab one.
Yeah. If you want, inquiries about, any beats, hit me up on Instagram. Until the guy. If you want to hear any of the fire I cook up, you can find me on SoundCloud. Until the God. I'm actually working on an album right now. There was a bit of a delay because my headphones broke, but we back. So, yeah.
Alright, peep. My next guy, you've heard him before. He still drop his ass in real life, but he has been dropping some kids in the new Call of Duty. But I don't know, does he even like it? Josh, say what's up to everybody.
No, not really right now, is the answer.
Okay. You're just calling
Trouble
people.
with Paradise?
No. Here's the thing, it's got a lot of potential, but the current state that it's in is absolutely fucking horrible. Alright, let's be honest here.
On PC, maybe.
No, it's crossplay, it doesn't matter what you're on, Kaden.
Right, we'll be getting to that a little bit later. Next three people, they're all friends of ours. First one, I'm going to introduce this man. We call him by many names. Big Chungus, Shabinky Boy, White Rick Ross. But today, we're just going to be calling him Carter. Say what's up to the people, everybody.
What's up, Mike?
I hate this guy, Bill.
Hey, that's all you get from him.
Alright.
Alright.
None of that was over with me shooting in the gym,
Alright.
so
Please no ear rape on my podcast, sir.
I will ear rape your podcast.
Alright, this next man, he be loving him some Siege. He goes hard, he plays Doc, he plays Habana because he's a fucking sweaty tryhard. He looks like a Chad from the West Coast. Say what's up to everybody, Austin.
I'm a fuck with you.
He plays all the cunt characters.
True.
What it do?
Austin been on his Poon Slayer shit lately, you know. He got the mark of the Doom Slayer on his arm. He's like, alright, I'm ready for the girl's head.
He's a wannabe West Coast Crip.
Damn
With
straight.
a Doomslayer tattoo.
What it do?
With a red Doom Slayer tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and for my last
You
guy,
can
I don't really
be a
know much
crip,
about him, and I don't know how to introduce him, but his name is Mateo. Yeah, just say what's up to everybody, Mateo. Alright.
he a nose breather.
I was gonna say something creepy, but then I thought just breathing would be good. So.
Yeah, he's the big nose breather.
It's equally creepy.
Alright, so we got quite a few things on the podcast for today. We're just gonna go through the first few things a little quickly so we can get into the real meat and potatoes of this shit. First thing I'm going to start off with is a little bit of car news. So recently Josh let me know that there has been an RX-9 engine being tested in a RX-8 body on the...
Wrong car.
Wrong
I don't care.
car.
I don't care.
This is Mazda.
Same thing. Ping pong. Ting ting ting. Ping pong. Ping pong ting.
Anyways, this is being tested on the Nürburgring on the Nordschleife. Josh, you're the one that introduced me to this. Give me your thoughts on it.
Oh yeah, man, it's pretty exciting stuff. We the car community's been asking for one of these for better part of, I don't know when the RX-8 ended, probably about 10 years ago. So this is pretty exciting, and hopefully that the rumors, because it's the only thing it looks like is an RX-9. because there's no reason they'd be testing an RX-8 with a new engine right now.
Was it did it have any camouflage on it? Or...
Yeah, yes, it only had camouflage on
Ah.
on the hood. That's the only place.
Okay, okay. Do you think if there is the release of the RX-9, do you think it might struggle the same way that the
No,
NSX did? You think
no.
it's going to be a GTR?
Unless it's something just outrageously stupid.
Gotcha.
No, they're gonna have no problem selling this.
All right. That's all I really want to say about that. Recently, Car and Driver released their review of the C8 Corvette, and if I'm being honest, I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. The wording that they were using and the terms that they were using, I really could not tell if they liked the car, if they enjoyed their driving experience, because I think that they drove it on both a road and a racetrack, and they were just it was weird because when they were talking about how it performed on the racetrack, they were also talking about like they're comparing it to that how it drives on the road, which is just two completely different concepts. Quite frankly, I didn't know what approach they were taking, and I only read about a quarter of the article because I just had no idea what the hell they were talking about. But first production cars usually have their issues, and they're not the best in the world. That's all I wanted to really say about that. Last piece of car news. It's kind of old news, but Bugatti, they broke the land speed record for the fastest production street legal car with the Bugatti Chiron. They broke the 300 mile per hour barrier, something that has been kind of tough to break. That's kind of gone back and forth in like the early 2000s to now. But the interesting part about is the president of Bugatti said that they wanted to take a different approach now, and they wanted to try some new things and make different goals and take a different approach for the company. Guys, I just want to kind of
like
get
a goddamn Bugatti spaceship.
yeah, Bugatti spaceship.
What, are you saying that they want to go in a different direction specifically with the Devo, or are you saying they want to go in a different direction after the Devo?
I have no idea. I think
No,
that
the
they're
Devo
gonna,
is not a different direction. Look
No,
at the
I think-
Devo. That is
Well, yeah,
not
I
a
know.
different
It looks like, I mean, it's the
It's just
spaceship
that-
Chiron.
It's just
That
that they've
car
been.
looks so fucking cool.
It's more so
Yeah.
just that they've just been on this constant grind of producing the world's fastest car. Their biggest competitor being Koenigsegg with the Agera RS1 and now the Jesco. But since they achieved that 300 mile per hour barrier and now sit on the throne of fastest car, they want to change their focus in a different direction for something a little different. I just kind of want to see what your guys' thoughts may be. My opinion is they might try to go for the SUV craze.
Ew, no. Oh, God, no.
Yeah, I really don't want them to go that
I-
direction, and I don't think they will, but I don't know what else they might do.
I'd be down for, like, maybe a much more affordable, like, coupe or, like, possibly a sedan, depending on how it looks.
Are you talking in like
But-
the six-figure range?
Yeah, but I like nowhere in like the fucking. I think the Chiron is what, like, it's like
3 million.
3.2 million or something like that.
Yeah, when it first started, I think its price is. I think it appreciated actually.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like, maybe a little more affordable coupe or something. I could see them doing that, but not because I feel like the Bugatti is trying, as like you said, breaking the the street legal record for
Mhm.
speed. I feel like that's what they're trying to go for, and they should appeal to more people that want to actually rep their rep their logo
Yeah,
on
true.
like on a car that they can actually use as a daily.
Actually, maybe they'll try to put their foot back into racing because they built themselves off a really strong racing legacy and heritage. So maybe they're going to try and change their focus and get back into that with maybe GT3.
The Bugatti, like the history
can't
of
say I
Bugatti is actually really fascinating and whatnot. There was a up to speed video on that. Shout out to Donut Media.
Did you just say you want them Bugatti to make a car for a day driver?
No, like, I mean, not specifically daily,
saying-
but like
Nigga, you don't buy a Bugatti for a day driver.
no, I'm
buy a
saying in the
Bugatti,
direction.
Fuck it's done.
I'm saying,
You
do you
buy
have
a Bugatti, you get
$3.2 million,
Bitches, my
Katie?
nigga.
You have $3.2 million?
No, that's why you get a Bugatti to stunt. You
Yeah,
get a
I know,
Bugatti
but
to
I'm saying
get
there's
the
only
bitches.
only so many Bugattis. Like,
Alright.
there's I think the Chiron in what is it? I think it's Canada only has. I think there's five.
Sharon.
I think it's only 500. I don't know if that's in North America or because I saw review in Canada. That might just be in Canada, but I know there's only 500
That's probably North America. I can't see
In-
500
yeah,
in
in-
just Canada. That doesn't seem right.
in North America. So there's only a limited amount.
There's a
So they
reason
can make
it's
it a little more.
luxury car.
I know, but I'm saying a bit more affordable. You would see
Not
them.
everyone should have a Bugatti. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right, but that wasn't a total Bugatti's dream in 20 to.
I don't want to make it a chance.
I don't want to make it a chance. No, but that wasn't what a Toro wanted. And, I mean, he said they were a luxury car, but they were a lot more affordable than fucking 3.2 million.
Mama, I don't want to make a chair. I want to make a car.
Yeah, shout out to Donut Media on that one.
All right, Josh, you wanted to chime in. What do you think they might be doing? If you have any
Man,
thoughts.
I have no idea if I'm honest with you.
But you don't think that racing would be a
No,
okay.
no. I see no reason that they would put that back on their horizon.
Quite frankly, I don't understand. I don't know what engine they would use because they built themselves off the W engine, but they can't run that in a
Can't
racer.
use those. Yeah.
Because they run through fuel way too quickly, and I don't think they would change their engine for that sake. Because I don't think any other GT3 car at least does that. Alright, anyways, that's all I really had to talk about for car news. We're going to touch a little bit on music. Kanye released a new album recently. What was it called? Like Jesus is King?
Jesus is King.
That wasn't an album. That was a career ending.
Oh.
So we listened to the intro song collectively. We listened to about half of it, and none of us were really feeling it. I don't know. When it comes to gospel music, it's not my thing. There's only like one or two gospel songs I really like, but it's not my sort of ordeal. And if that's the whole album, then it's not something I care for. What do you guys think about it?
It's not really the whole album. The whole album is like, it's more of like his story. But I mean,
okay.
he does rap in it, and there is a lot of gospel. But
So it's like a mix of rap and gospel.
the couple songs that I listened to where he rapped in it were pretty good.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I didn't care for the rest of it.
Is it something?
Not gonna lie. I was like, oh hey, Kanye.
Those
No.
The few songs you did hear Carter where he was rapping, was it more like his older stuff or more of like a Yeezus sort of vibe?
This is kind of like his older stuff a little bit,
Okay.
but
Here's
I
my
don't
thing
know.
about a Kanye album. I'll be happy if he goes like the Life is Pablo route. I like the Life of Pablo. It wasn't his
Actually,
best work.
I actually never listened
I
to
like
that.
the Life of Pablo.
Oh, you said-
I like Life of Pablo.
Fucking Waves was a wave, my dog. Like
Okay, we have to talk about the lyrics on one of his songs that are, it's like shaking the internet right now. On the new album, it's called "Closed on Sunday." Sure, you've heard of it. One of the lyrics,
I
the
personally haven't.
coveted lyric, well, the intro lyric is "Closed on Sunday, you my Chick-fil-A," and then
Oh yeah.
the hook is "Closed on Sunday, you my Chick-fil-A, you're my number one with the lemonade." I cannot make that up. I cannot make that up.
Oh,
It's a
Kanye.
bar. It's a bar.
Kanye.
It's a bar and a half right there.
Kanye.
Mateo,
boy.
do you listen to much rap at all, or?
I've actually had listened to some Kanye, but not a lot now. I'm a white guy, so I don't really do that. I'm probably the most generic person you can.
Four people in here are white.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
man,
I listen
fuck
to
those
old-
whites, dog.
Shut up,
Fuck
Austin.
those goddamn. I'd listen to old
Dude.
music.
I do not condone a single word these people say.
You have the most Aryan person in this goddamn
Oh my
podcast saying.
Yeah, but he's black at heart. You know that.
That's why I said you a wannabe LA Crip, nigga.
Oh, this podcast is gonna get banned.
Oh, it is for sure.
Alright, anyone else want to give their thoughts on the Kanye album, or anyone thinks he might be going in the right direction though, away from like
Negative
stuff
Ghost
he
Rider.
goes on? Okay.
Here's my thing. As long as we can get some semblance of my beautiful dark twisted fantasy type of Kanye back, I'm okay.
That's like a
Massive jump back.
It really is. That
I found God. All right, I'm gonna go back.
Dropout.
I found God. I'm gonna talk about sending my dick pics to Women Lake.
I awoke and spent that on a necklace. Not for God though.
Finger
for
popping
God.
booty holes with oh fuck, what was it? It was
Amber Rose.
yeah, Amber Rose.
Hey, time to talk about some music that we actually like, though. Denzel Curry, he released a song, man, I think about a month or so ago. It was called Psycho.
Oh yeah, and I told you to listen to it, and you listened to it at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, like 4 in the morning, because I was like, oh wait, Curry releases a new song. I completely forgot. And I
You should
couldn't
not
sleep.
have listened to that song at 4 in the morning.
I really shouldn't have, because then I really couldn't sleep. Like, it just starts off really crazy with some violin trills. Like, you just gotta listen to it. It's
I think he actually used. If I'm, it's been a minute since I've actually listened to the full song, but I think he actually used like the Psycho theme in the beginning, right?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
so
like the
that's-
main beat line. Like, the main violin was the Psycho theme.
That's pretty
It
cool.
was just a
Like,
little-
like OG, like Black and White Psycho.
Yeah.
Damn.
The song, it was very lit. The hook is interesting, where he says, now it's time to riot, let's start purging. I know he be on some political, sometimes even activist stuff, like in the song Sirens Back from Taboo. So I wonder if he's making a political stance with that line right there.
He
And
might be.
Has he even released Poison Clan yet?
Yeah.
He did. Yeah,
That came out in October.
Where is it?
it came out.
I know
on
it came out on the
Thursday.
31st.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Where
was
is it? I
actually...
can't
It's on
find it.
YouTube. So it's
Oh,
not.
it's on
So
YouTube.
it's not his song. It's Play That Boy Zay's song.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
just
right.
featured on it.
And spell clan with K,
Yeah.
not C.
Okay,
Oh.
I need to watch that.
Yeah. That was actually the next song I was going to talk about was Poison Clan. It has Curry, Anon, who I spoke of in the past with his album There Is No Threat, and Play That Boy Zay. It's actually Play That Boy Zay's song, as Caden said. Anon and Curry are just two, they're featured on it. But it was a really, really nice song.
Oh, damn, it's got Anon in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit
I need to
goes
listen to
fucking
this.
hard,
Yeah.
dog.
We all heard what Curry and Anon sound like together. And Curry and Play That Boy Zay.
I
You put
think-
all
I think-
three on the same track?
Dude, even Anon
I think we should let Carter hear it and then talk a little bit more like some music shit and come back to this and see what Carter has to say about it because that
Alright.
shit goes fucking hard, dog.
Josh, you listened to it with us. What'd you think of the song? Just on your first.
I'm gonna pull it
listen
up
to
real quick and listen to it.
I
Not your
mean,
thing?
yeah,
He's not into that kind of rap.
I
right. It
gotcha.
depends. Look, my type of rap, I'm gonna be honest with you, it changes what I'm into pretty much every other week.
Bobby biracial.
I know at the moment,
Mm,
at the moment, I've been digging like classic rap. You know, I'm talking like some
some
Ice Cube.
Wu-Tang shit.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
some
okay.
Wu-Tang.
Got the
Yeah,
gangster rap made me do it. You know.
All right. I see you, Josh, on your,
Yeah,
on your
bro.
cream.
Yep.
Cash room,
Yes.
everything around me. Cream,
get the money.
Dollar
dollar bills,
yo.
yeah.
bro. Let
Oh,
me tell you, I left work today listening to "Today Was a Good Day" or "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube.
Okay, I
Let
see
me tell you,
that.
I was in a mood. I was in a good mood. Let me tell you.
Alright, so
Check yourself.
while good Carter's listening to Poison Clan, he'll give us his thoughts. Let's talk about the man.
but
the
wait,
myth, the
I
legend.
didn't say anything about Psycho.
Oh, okay. All
All right,
go ahead.
so what I gotta say about Psycho is if you like shit to just kind of lose your shit to, this song is for you. Like
Mhm.
when I first heard it, I don't suggest driving while
No,
listening to it.
not on your first
Um,
listen.
If you're gonna listen to it while working out, or
Accurate.
or playing a video game where you gotta be a badass, because that shit, oh my god, it
Oh,
reminds me of Black Metal Terrorist, how he just went all the way the fuck out.
That
Which
and
I
Pat back on Zoo. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I like that.
shit.
I like that kind of like when he does that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he just goes wild.
So that's what I gotta say about Psycho. And then Poison Clan, he doesn't go psycho, which is good, cause I like how he has a good balance of just like pure rage,
Mhm.
like for fucking Vengeance or BMT.
He just lets it out in like one or two songs, then he's just back on like something else.
Yeah.
You know.
Then he's back to singing and shit. Like,
Yeah.
but for Poison Clan, Anon, he definitely came with the bars.
Oh, Anon.
Uh,
that flow was killer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why he's anonymous killer.
Mm.
Play the boy Zay. I'm not too familiar with his music, but from Poison Clan alone, I might have to start fucking with him because that was fire too.
I can agree.
I know when we were listening to it, Brendan was saying that he wants to see a collab album with Anon, Denzel, and Zay, which I think would be pretty cool.
Honestly,
That shit was fucking
because
fire.
they all just complement each other so nicely.
I think it's the Broward County nigga type of thing.
Yeah, because they're all from
Heck, it's
Miami,
gotta
right?
be.
Because
Yeah.
I know Zay is from Dade. Was Curry from Dade? Or no, he was
Yeah,
from Carroll City.
Kurt, yeah.
And then Anon is
Uh,
from some part of Miami.
Anon's from somewhere in Broward. Zay is from Dade, and Curry is from Carroll City.
Yeah, Miami niggas
So.
different, bro. Yo.
Yo.
Alright,
Yeah,
Carter,
that's
you
all I
just. Alright,
He's deafened.
Oh, okay.
He's still listening to it. He's
Alright.
still vibing. He's gonna
Cool.
come back and be like, "Yo, pick your poison."
Alright, so last piece of music news before Big Carter comes back. I'm gonna talk about the man, the myth, the legend. He lets his nuts hang, bro. He tell niggas suck his dick every day. He got cases on cases on cases on cases on cases, and there's only two things in this world that he's scared of: his dick, numbers, and the FBI. We're talking about none other.
Oh shit! Oh run!
We're talking about none other
Skittlehead.
than
There's only two things I'm afraid of.
My dick.
We're talking about
FBI.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, or as
I think you
everyone
mean
was
Snitch
calling
Nine.
him, Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is a little piece of old
Snitch
news,
Nine.
but we gotta talk about it. It's music news. It's some music drama. He called
This is
out.
the biggest music drama of the fucking year.
It really
Like,
is.
I think it's
Of the
this is
decade.
the perfect way to close out the decade, man. This nigga last year got locked up, and it was found out the day after he got picked up. He started snitching.
On
He sang like a fucking
everybody.
canary.
He said like 50 of blood, Jim Jones of blood.
He said Barty of blood. He said
Cardi Barty and Rari, bro. She snitched on herself though. Oh God.
She did.
There was a tweet.
She
where it was
mentioned
like,
Trippy Red's of blood. Like, I mean, everyone
the
knew
man's
there
name
was.
is Trippy Red. Like, come on.
I mean, he's been saying he's a blood for like years now, but Stitch Time was like, no, he's a 9 tray. He's part of all this
Oh, he
shit.
said he's part of Nitrate.
Yeah.
That ain't it, Chief.
But then Trippy Red and Cardi both came out like, no, we're from the same set. It's like some like Brimstone Bloods or some shit like that.
Oh God.
there was a post where it was like, everything that Snitch Nine said about these gangs is the gang's fault. You should never let a Mexican with colored hair near your illegal activities. With rainbow colored hair.
Jesus Christ. I know some people were theorizing that he was actually a plant in the industry, that he was planted there to find all this stuff out.
So I actually watched that video from Ebro. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense, which is the scary part.
Yeah, true.
What, you're saying that he was
That he was
false from the
planted.
start?
Yeah.
Like he's a
here's
fucking
the thing.
agent recruited by whoever.
Yes, because here's the thing. Before he got famous, he was doing like rap metal tours out in like Ukraine or some shit. Next thing everyone knows, he comes back to Brooklyn and films with all the 9 Trey Bloods. He films the video for the song Gummo, and everybody's fucking with him. Next thing you know, he's claiming, he's a 9 Trey Blood. Before that, he was hanging out with Crips and everything. Now he's now he's calling everyone Blood, throwing up bees. And then, like, his driver actually got picked up and became an informant. That's why you see the video of 6ix9ine actually getting kidnapped so clearly. That video was fucked. Like, after this, I don't have much respect for 6ix9ine. I understand
Who
he did
does?
not come. I understand he did not necessarily come from the gang lifestyle, but he hung around gangsters. He tried to claim to be a gangster. He went on the Test My Gangster World Tour, and A, he got caught lacking and got kidnapped. So there's that. B, when it came down to it, he snitched on his entire crew, including people who he sent to go put hits on Chief Keef. So I don't have much respect for him.
He sent hits for Chief Keef?
Yes.
Yeah, he put hits on people.
What the fuck?
Like, this man has so many charges on him that when these people are just like free 6ix9ine, I'm just like, do you
And
actually
he's a
know?
pedophile.
But
And he's a pedophile.
it's
Hey,
just
yo,
like,
not to interject, but that song fucking slaps.
all right. We'll get to you in just a second, Carter. We're talking about Snitch 9 right now.
Oh, you're talking about the Golden Snitch 9?
Yeah, he lets his best name, bro.
It took me forever to get that picture, you dog. I was like, what the fuck is this meme?
Bro, I just see him like all these memes now when like, you know, Trump's about to get impeached or whatever. And it's like, you know, how are we gonna impeach him? You bring 6ix9ine and he's like, hey yo, judge, I got something to tell you. And then Trump's like, fuck.
Trump's
Trump's a not straight blood.
He was the real boss the whole time.
Oh
Paid the cost to be the boss. Right. But does anyone
He was really funding everybody.
But does
Oh,
Trump's
anyone
the leader.
else have anything else to say about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
The nigga's a clown. First off, don't
Literally.
Yeah, fucking. We live in a society, man.
He might put a hit on you. You better
Bro,
be
he looks like
careful.
Skittles.
You better
I
not
ain't
wear no
scared.
red around him.
I am not scared of a nigga with rainbow hair.
He looks like Skittles, bro.
This nigga had everyone tasting the rainbow in prison. I am not afraid
Oh
of him.
no. Alright, we done talking about this, Carter. Give your impressions of Poison Clan so we can move on.
My impressions is I'm gonna listen to that song a lot more in the future, and it slaps.
Alright, there you go.
I couldn't help but read the YouTube comments while I was watching it, and like, who's the guy after Anon? Like, it's like 6,000 comments. Like, fuck you.
Poor Zay. Like, it's his song. And it was like,
Yeah.
who's
know.
the guy after Anon?
Oh, man.
It's like, who's the guy? Who's the head guy at the end?
Alright,
Oh,
would,
it's the
would
guy
you like
that's actually the
to
song.
would you like to hear a collab album between the three of them, Carter?
Yes. I would like to hear more solo Anon stuff because I still listen to his older album.
But There Is No Threat by City?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he did drop West Side Freestyle and a couple other stuff. He's got a song coming out with Sprite. Like,
Oh, okay.
Sprite sponsored him, and he was
Oh,
able to
true?
get some studio time. So,
Oh,
and
really?
also he's on the NFL. Like, they use his songs on the NFL, and they're gonna use them in the NBA also.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
using
fuck yeah.
West Side Freestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright,
So we're gonna
yeah,
get new
oh,
shit
that's-
from him soon.
I honestly would like to hear a big collab album.
True.
I think
Alright.
that'd be amazing.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for the music section. Moving on to some movies and media stuff. First thing I want to talk about is the movie that everybody in the media is talking about, Joker. The media has been tearing this movie apart, saying like it's a movie for degenerate incels, and like I saw something that said like the media needed Joker to fail. I think I've been seeing this shit on Snapchat. It just seemed like some real yellow journalism, like overly passionate shit, so I didn't read most of it. But from what I did read, after I actually watched the movie myself, I'm just like, yo, are you guys, did these people actually even watch the movie? Are they stupid? Like, has anyone else here watched Joker, just out of curiosity?
I have seen it 3 times now.
Alright. Anyone else?
Not by choice, but
I've seen it 0 times.
Oh yeah, Josh, I'll just give you one of my times. There you go. So now I've seen
thanks.
it twice, and Josh has seen it once.
Alright.
Got it.
Mateo, Carter, have you guys seen it? I know Austin hasn't.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times.
Have you really?
Yeah. I
Alright.
didn't actually like it as much to watch it 3 times. I just watched it 3 times to critique it more.
I got you. For my first impression of watching it, I actually really liked the movie, but I'll let you speak on your thoughts a bit, Mateo.
Okay. Oh shit. If you like the movie, you're not gonna like me.
Oh,
So
bro.
the movie, honestly, I enjoyed it. Joaquin carried the movie completely. I think if he wasn't chosen as the Joker, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
I think the script was great. I think the cinematography was beautiful. The editing was great. The music was great. But there was some, I don't know, some scenes felt a little long. It felt a lot of things could have been cut. And something felt missing. I'm not gonna say what, because I don't know. And also, the Joker wasn't violent enough. He wasn't. There was a lot of things that he did was like, yeah, it was violent, but the way the media was saying it was more like he's like worse than American Psycho or Taxi Driver, but it was not even close to those movies. And they kind of felt PG-13, but I mean, I felt like they could do more with that R rating, but I felt like they held back.
Okay. I mean, we can. I'll just say now we're going to say spoilers about this because you kind of have to with this movie. But
Yeah.
with that being said, anything else you want to say about Mateo
Or how about this? Because Josh, do you care if we spoil anything?
No, I don't. Go for it.
Okay.
Austin and Carter?
Alright.
You guys don't care, right?
Oh no, I've seen it.
Oh, you have seen it,
I
Carter?
don't care, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't care.
All right.
I've seen it, so fire away.
So one of the big things that's kind of in discussion that the director never really wanted to reveal to us is the ending. So at the very end of the movie, he kills the guy. I can't remember his name. He was like this TV
Murray.
comedian. Yeah,
Murray
something.
Franklin.
Murray Franklin. Yeah, he kills him, and like there's this huge riot in the streets. He gets arrested, but he gets freed because there was some sort of car accident. And it actually shows the scene of where Bruce Wayne's parents get shot and killed behind the theater.
Oh, that was stupid. That was dumb. I didn't want them to show that.
Why not?
Well, it just felt so forced. It was not really. The only reason they did that is because they wanted to remind everyone, oh, this is the DC universe. But it's this movie's so disconnected from
It's
that.
like, hey, here's a movie about Joker, also Batman's parents died.
And they could have left Bruce Wayne out of it. I liked Thomas Wayne. I really did like how it was like they thought it was his father. I liked all of that, but Bruce, complete waste. Also, him in the alleyway. I mean, I kind of liked it, but it was so forced. I did not care. And it
I didn't really want to see. I didn't really want to see
place.
that kid actor take a bullet to the parents.
Jesus Christ. It felt out of place too because it was right after it was right after the car crash and we wanted to know more about Joker, but then we just see fucking Bruce Wayne and I didn't really care.
Yeah, but
I honestly feel like the movie may have at some point been the setup for the new Batman movie coming out. I think not next year, but the year afterwards.
Yeah,
and then at the last minute, they probably cut it and said, "No, this is not part of it anymore."
Actually it's quite the opposite because Joaquin was like, no, I don't want to work on any other DC movie besides this, but they just left that just in there. They left that in there just in case, so that if Joaquin wants to get back on, they're like, oh, but it's the connected universe, so it's all normal, it's all good.
But basically he gets arrested. And he's in the back of the paddy wagon, and there's this car crash.
Yeah. Paddy wagon.
He gets
Paddy
freed out of
wagon?
it, and he starts dancing
A
on top
waddy
of the
wagon?
cop car with like.
He should have died in the car crash.
He really should have, but he
He
starts
should have died a
dancing
lot
on
in that
it,
movie.
and like the whole riot crowd, they're cheering for him. And after they show Bruce Wayne or his parents being killed, it cuts to the scene where he's in Arkham mental asylum. I think he's in like Arkham Asylum. And a lady is questioning him, and he laughed. I can't remember what question she asked him, but he laughed.
What's so fun? Oh no.
Oh yeah, she asked him like, "What's so funny?"
He started laughing, and then she asked, "What's funny?"
One
Because he
interesting
was
thing.
kind of laughing to himself.
One interesting thing about that scene that I read about what the director said is that the entire movie, that is the first and only genuine laugh of his that came from some sort of joy. The rest of them were all forced out. And after she asked him that, he walks out of the room and he has a bloody footprint. And like,
because he killed her.
Yeah, he's seen like running through the hallway, and it kind of makes us question like, was all this real? Did all this happen, or did it just play out in his head?
No, my theory is that any time that he is smiling or genuinely happy, so the scenes where he's with the fake girlfriend, the scenes where he's in the with Murray and he's being friendly, all of that was fake.
Yeah.
Any time where the people's reaction are actually realistic, it happened.
Yeah.
I think he did kill all those people. The only thing I think that didn't happen, that sounds like it happened, was when he was ranting at Murray before he killed him. A lot of that felt like if that really happened, they'd probably go offline. They probably wouldn't stream that anymore.
Yeah, they wouldn't keep going because the dude, he like kind of gave the signal.
Yeah,
to,
it was like,
let's cut it off.
I think half of that happened and half of that didn't. I think the part where he was talking didn't happen. Like that's what he wanted to say, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, but he did end up shooting him.
Yeah, and
But it's just
I don't want to think that the movie didn't happen. I just think that's it's such a cheap thing. But I
yeah.
do like that some things happened, some things didn't.
Yeah, and I like how it's not really revealed. It's just like up to our interpretation. I feel like they did a really good job of doing that.
Which
'Cause, like
makes it way better.
It was definitely
Yeah.
one of those movies I thought about for like a few days afterwards,
yeah, it's
Mhm.
definitely
Like,
some food for thought.
thinking about the intricacies and whatnot.
Because it wasn't just a movie where like, okay, we obviously expect like some things happen, some things don't. We didn't really think about that until that final scene where it's like, shit, what actually happened right now?
On a less serious note about that final scene, I do like the memes that come out of it. You may have seen a few.
Murray,
One is
vibe check.
no one is I'm talking about the very last scene. It's like
you
mom,
wouldn't get
mom
it.
walks into my room. Why are you watching videos of two guys building a mud hut?
You wouldn't get it.
Guy with two dads, who's Joe? You wouldn't get it.
Joe Mama.
But no, man, it's just that they were talking, especially like the whole media piece. They were saying like the media needed Joker to fail. It's for incels. It's just like this guy literally had mental health issues and he was severely abused as a child, and his
Yeah, but the
mom
media
also
didn't.
did. So it's just like it's for incels, and besides, the world of Arkham takes place in a completely different world politically from what like the real world is, and it's from a comic, but it's gonna have more dramatization. Now, granted, I know people that like the Joker and Batman, all that stuff. They go kind of crazy with it, as we've seen in the past. But at the end of the day, I didn't really understand or like agree with them saying it's for incels. This whole kill the rich is dumb shit. It's just like that's just the movie and the world that they're in. It's different from ours, and you can't base the thoughts and feelings of one city on that of the entire like of our world. It's two completely different things.
So actually, I found out something kind of interesting. So you know how the thing that kind of sparks everything is when, because he's not the Joker at this point, Arthur Fleck, kills those three guys on the subway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that actually happened in New York City back in like the 80s.
Oh, for real.
This guy killed three. This guy killed three guys on a subway, and it was basically kind of the other way around. It was the guy was kind of
Three
seen as like a
guys.
vigilante, um, and there was like maybe next time when people think about attacking others, they'll think twice. And then they actually have an interview of a guy. He's a lawyer in New York City, and the interviewer is like, "So do you agree with the vigilante?" And the lawyer's like, "Oh hell yeah, I do." And the interviewer's like, "But you're a lawyer." He's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah.
And the only reason why it never got anywhere and like it didn't gain more steam is because shortly into the guy gaining attention, he started saying some kind of racist shit. Uh,
Okay.
Alright,
because
he
the
fucking
guys he did
butchered it.
the guys he did kill were black, and he started saying some like racist shit. As everyone was kind of like, maybe this isn't the guy we should be getting behind.
Yeah.
So
True.
so the some of the stuff does have like a real world
Mm-hmm.
basis. So I think that may be why some people were like, "Oh, be careful." Da 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 da. It's a
Yeah.
crazy. It's an evil world we live in. You know.
Because like I know
Um.
Arkham is pretty similar. I'm pretty sure it's based off of New York, right?
Yeah, Gotham is based off New York.
Gotham. But it's just like at the end of the day, it's in a completely different world from us, and
Mhm.
it's based off of a comic book. It has more dramatization towards it. And it's just like Joker. It's the big thing to talk about, and people just love to hate. No one. People want to read. Oh, this movie is terrible. Don't watch it. Rather than this is actually a really good movie for food for thought.
Mhm.
People just wanted to get that traction. They just wanted to get those views. So, but I personally
I do
thought
think.
it was a really well crafted movie. Everything, the acting was very top notch. As Mateo said, he really did carry that movie.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't know what the media's talking about with that shit. It made no sense to me.
Agreed. It's complete
It's
bullshit.
not a beat 'em up Batman movie.
Yeah. Like it's actually a thoughtful movie. It's not just, oh, you're the bad guy, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's like, who is the actual bad guy here?
Mm. It
Uh,
definitely. I think it carries a somewhat agreeable. Like, I don't want to say a completely agreeable message because at the end of the day, the nigga did lose his shit and killed
Yeah.
5 people.
Because I'm
Oh
not
no, he's
saying.
meant to be
Um,
the bad guy. It's not
Yeah,
really a
because I'm
question.
not saying he's a
So-
good guy in any way or even an anti-hero, but it's just kind of like, he did some messed up stuff, but at the same time, the people he did it to were also bad people.
Mhm.
So it's just, I don't know, it's a pretty interesting moral battle.
Yeah. But it was still a good movie. I think they did a good job of treating mental illness with some sort of respect.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, he's evil because he's crazy. It's more like there was a lot of shit leading up to him becoming evil.
Mm-hmm.
There was his own deep-seated mental issues. Then it was, he figured out that he was abused as a child.
Yeah.
Basically his entire life was a lie, and then the entire world just kept shitting on him. So
Honestly, the build-up and tension of that movie was perfect. Because the whole Franklin Murray scene, like, that whole time,
Oh
I
my
was on
Holy
edge and
shit!
Yeah.
That
actually
scene
feeling
was
nervous.
fucking amazing. The music,
Yeah.
I loved every part of that
Because
scene.
just
That
like
was-
we saw in earlier scenes that
I
he
love
had
this-
some sort of
yeah.
thought of shooting the gun.
he
So
planned
I
to
was
kill
here
himself.
like, I was like, whoa, what is he about to do?
I
Like,
love the scene
And-
where he was in his house like
And he bashes
being
the guy.
like acting it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
and he
coming in.
he tries
Yeah.
to act like a person who has confidence.
Mhm.
yeah.
And yeah, the scene where he kills the big guy and the midget, and the scene where he kills Murray, both of those scenes are, in my opinion, like Joker moments. Like you can't
Yeah.
predict what he's gonna do, and that makes it so much better when you see what he does.
Oh wait, can I
Definitely.
also add something in on this movie?
Go ahead.
It's like a really small detail, but I just loved it. So every draw that he took of his cigarette was so fucking ASMR, and I loved it. It was so nice. Like every time he was, it was like, I was like, oh
Yeah, fuck
yes.
I will
Smoke
say,
that goddamn cig.
the first time I saw the movie, there was the scene once he finally gets off the train after he has fully become the Joker,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
he's walking outside the station and he's smoking the cigarette, and he's just kind of slowly walking towards the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I don't know why, but when I was watching the scene, I got really unnerved and I thought to myself, "That's the fucking Joker." Like, I understand. I'm watching the Joker movie, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like, he
that's
became
the
it at
joke.
that
that's
point.
no longer Arthur Fleck. That is the
Yeah.
Joker. There's
Yeah.
no going back.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely like that scene. That was a good one.
Mhm.
Are you talking about the one where all the cops are running by him?
Yeah.
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 So that was a good scene.
Question: Which one do you guys think is better, Heath Ledger or Joaquin in acting the Joker, not the movies?
Heath Ledger.
Oh.
Heath Ledger. Oh.
This is tough.
It took the fact
Never mind.
That's
immediately.
tough.
It is very tough because
Here's what I'm gonna say: Dark Knight is a better movie than Joker by far. Joaquin is a better Joker than Heath, but the Joker in Dark Knight is a better villain than Joaquin's. I just
So
think
I'll say
Joaquin
in-
is a better actor than Heath Ledger. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, I'll say this: Joker, the movie, Joaquin's acting, I've felt more emotion, I guess you could say, than Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger, I was more like, this is a
Psychopath.
dope ass.
Agreed.
I love it, man. Agreed.
Fucking crazy.
Agreed.
Hold on,
Speaking facts,
you're
bro.
heavy cutting out for me, Kane. What'd you say?
I said this nigga crazy. I like this. That's what I'm saying for like the Heath Ledger. Like this nigga going nuts. This is
Yeah,
dope.
true.
Like that's how I saw Heath Ledger's. When I was saw Joaquin Phoenix's, I was more like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. For me, it's hard to compare because it's two different like scenarios. Because Heath Ledger, he was the batshit crazy at his wits end Joker. That's just full of chaos and like craziness. But then with this one, it was the build up to it. Because like he was already crazy not only with his mental
Yeah,
illnesses, but what
I
he
think
went
Heath
through.
Ledger's Joker is almost imagining Joaquin's like 10 years later. Like,
Yeah,
it's just-
I can definitely agree with that. So it's hard for me to say one was better than the other, but I don't know. It's hard to say. I would probably have to see Dark Knight again because it's been a while since I've seen that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Alright. We're a little.
So this is so weird.
So, any last thoughts on Joker before we move on? Gotta move a little quick right now, I would say. All right.
I like it.
Next movie is Zombieland 2. So,
Oh,
personally,
shit.
I only saw like the last hour of this because I got out of work super late and I came
Work
to the movie
late.
theater. But in that last hour, I was just
Keep your
man.
tits dry.
It was a good comedy. It was really
It
good.
really was.
Hey, yo,
like
her
I
face
was
like at 4,
like,
but
I
I still
w-
nut on them titties, dude.
like I was upset that I missed the first hour because of how good like the last of it was, and I'm just like, bro, this is what I'm waiting for. They did so much justice with this, but
The movie was fucking great.
I know Carter, Austin, and Caden have seen it. Josh and Mateo, did you guys see this?
I did not, so
Nope,
I will not
negative.
be talking.
Alright, let's move a little quick with this one since we still got quite a few things to talk about, but just give your thoughts and impressions on it, Austin.
But overall, it was great. I'd say it was a hell of a comedy.
You like the
I-
Flabby Tabby 3?
The what?
Flabby Tabby 3, bro? So why'd you do this? You really want to know why? Drugs cost money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a little Easter egg scene at
But
the
yeah,
end with Bill Murray, in case you guys haven't seen it. That would be
But yeah,
listening.
overall, I think they after 10 years, it felt like we left off right where we were, as you know, when we watched it as 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds,
Yeah.
and there's a little flashback to childhood about fucking killing zombies and
Just having a good
seeing
time.
seeing these 4 characters again having a good time. Yeah, it was good overall.
Alright. Carter, give your thoughts and impressions.
I honestly loved the entire movie, and it was everything I thought it would be.
Nice.
And I really liked that there was no one else in the theater when we were watching it.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because I was throwing out some ad libs on the movie, you know.
My podcast's already going to get banned because of you. Let's not further.
Yeah, that's why I said ad libs, and not what I actually said.
Alright,
He's fucked
Caden,
up.
quick thoughts and impressions.
I love the movie. I expected nothing less from the guys that wrote the Deadpool movies. So yeah, it was a great return to the series. Everyone brought their A game. I think Tallahassee was, I don't understand how, but funnier than in the last movie. It was overall just a really good movie. So.
What is this shit?
What?
Huh?
I'm looking at the group chat right now.
And there it is.
Oh my god. Alright, another piece for media news is that The Witcher, we talked about in our last podcast, I believe, getting its own TV show, but now it is going to be here next month. I believe the first episode is going to be on Netflix on Christmas Eve, December 24th. I might be wrong on that, but a new trailer was dropped, and I am personally hype as shit.
Is
for
it like through the eyes of Geralt, or who?
Yes.
Who plays him?
Henry Cavill, so Superman.
Really?
Yes.
But it looks like he might actually capture Geralt in a pretty decent way. We only really see him in like a seriousness.
I can't see him as like a dude with a witch killer.
So remember, this isn't games Geralt. This is book Geralt. So it's going to be a little bit different, but kind of the same.
Okay.
He's still going to be a savage, but this is like before he became savage. You know?
I got you. Before he became
Before
the
he came
hardened
21
dude.
Savage.
So this is like pre real nigga Geralt. He's
Okay.
he's
This
still a
is,
real
this
nigga, but
This is
you know.
pre-21 Savage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember seeing Yennefer in the trailer. I think I might have saw
Who's-
Triss. What's up?
Who is she? Plays Yennefer?
Yennefer is a black-haired chick.
No.
Oh, you asked about the
I played the
actress?
fucking games. The actress.
Oh.
I can't remember who the actress was. I think we might have saw Siri. I know she's going to be a part of it, but I think we might have saw like a
that would
young
make
Siri.
sense if it was like beforehand, because she wouldn't.
No,
be
it was a young
alive.
Siri.
Like baby Siri.
Well, I don't
She
think
was
this
young
is-
in the.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is like Savage Geralt, but it's not like Witcher 3 Geralt.
Okay.
I think this is more like Witcher 1, Witcher 2.
Okay.
Just to put in like perspective of like who he's gonna be. But I'm pretty sure we saw like a young Siri because I know she's supposed to be a part of it. we might have saw Triss in that trailer. I can't remember, but it does
Chris
look.
is banging, dude.
Shut up, Austin. You know that
And
Yennefer
November
is
is
my wife.
over.
Wow, it went by so fast.
Fun fact here: if you pirated a Witcher 3, one of the anti-piracy things they put in the game, one of many actually, is that they would turn all the hot women in the game into old ladies that you would have sex with.
That's
And there was an
hilarious.
unkillable cow or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
that was one of the other ones. Yeah, but that one was the one that really got everybody.
That was just an exploit glitch that they patched with that. That was.
I thought it was a piracy thing. I'm pretty sure
There was a piracy thing, and then there was like if you farm the cows in the first one to keep selling their, hide and stuff for gold.
No, yeah, that was.
It would summon a demon.
That was the glitch one. Yeah, no, the old
Yeah,
ladies was
that's
the
what I was
piracy
talking
one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that coming soon. We'll definitely talk about that when the first episode drops.
Oh, before we go to the other stuff, Wu-Tang Clan show.
I'm sorry.
Good
Go
show. That's all.
Good show.
Good show.
I still need to watch
That's all the input you're gonna put in.
All that I feel like I can give without spoiling too much. I
I still need
mean,
to watch that.
it doesn't go throughout their entire history because they're obviously going to go for more seasons. But it did leave off on a good stopping point, I guess, for their story. And it was really cool to see like the formation or like the foundations of the group and everything. Everyone brought their A game. I think it was really good that they cast an actual good rapper to be Method Man.
Oh yeah.
They had Dave East as Method Man. They had fucking what's his name, Joey Badass as Inspector Deck, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But everyone was really good. I was really surprised by Shamik Moore. He played Raekwon. If you don't know who Shamik Moore is, he's Miles from Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
So
nice.
there were a couple moments where I heard Miles and I was like, I don't see a hard New York nigga that became one of the best rappers of all time coming from, hey. But other than that, it was a really good show.
And last piece of like media news is we have some Marvel things. We got some dates. Mateo and Kaden, you guys know about this. Let's talk about this quick so we get some gaming real quick.
Fuck, hold on.
Black Panther 2 has been confirmed for April 2022.
2022.
So there's that.
And then the Black Widow movie. And those are the
Black
ones that
Widow.
were confirmed dates.
Black Widow comes out next year, I think.
Comes out 2020 and May 1st.
May 1.
Then right after that, they're jumping into Phase 4. I think Black Widow's like a
No,
in
that is
between.
Phase 4.
That takes place during Phase 3.
No, it takes place during that, but I'm pretty sure
It's probably gonna set up for Phase 4, but it's more of an in between.
And also, also the Eternals.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's probably gonna set up more for Phase 4. But like right as Black Widow comes out, that's when they start up Phase 4.
And it's also a huge break because this is the longest we're gonna have without any Marvel movies for like a year.
Yeah, but then we go right into there's like almost 21 movies in one year.
Yeah, no, there's a lot coming
There's what?
There's not that
in terms
much,
of
but there's
in
a
terms
lot.
of like TV shows and
Oh yeah, for Disney
movies
Plus.
mixed together, it's like 21 Marvel things coming out in one year.
Jesus Christ.
Which Disney Plus comes out in November 12th.
It's
If
ridiculous.
we're not already Marvel burnout already, well, we're gonna be in
Yeah.
for a treat.
And the Mandalorian, I forgot about that for more Disney. There's a lot of Disney shit coming out.
Yeah, and then Spider-Verse 2 has been confirmed,
Oh yeah,
as well
Spider-Verse
as
2, 22.
there's going to be a spin-off with Spider-Gwen. It's going to be like an alternate cast or some shit like that. But it was also confirmed by, well, not really confirmed, but it was alluded to by both Disney and Sony that Tom Holland
That's what I was just. Yeah, that's what I
will
was just about to say.
probably
Wait,
meet up with
they finally-
Oh really? Are you
Tom
sure?
Hardy. Yeah,
Oh wait. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say they finally made up, but
they did.
Oh
but
no, they did
Tom
a while
Holland,
ago.
Tom Holland will probably meet up with Tom Hardy. So
that
Spider-Man
was,
will more than likely
Venom?
will. Yeah.
Nice.
Tom Holland.
Now we just got to get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in there.
Oh my god.
That'd be
Get this man
fucking
out of here.
amazing.
You know what's funny? Tom Holland has already played Spider-Man more times than Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. I like him too.
Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I think
I'm kind of digging Tom Holland a bit.
I mean,
Personally-
he's a very, very close second. But for childhood, you know,
Nah, I'm picking Tom.
This man.
I grew up with Toby, but Tom is just too good.
Tom embodies like what Spider-Man should be.
Toby has
but
all the memes, dog.
Toby.
Of course, he
Toby
does.
has.
That's because the movies.
Toby
were-
has all the memes, and Toby was my child, so I gotta go with Toby. But
Yeah.
in terms of like, if I want to see Spider-Man ripped from the pages to the movie, I would go with Tom.
I would agree. I agree with
Okay,
Kate.
okay.
Alright, well, that writes it up for our media piece. We're now going to move on to games. First game we're going to talk about came out about a week and a day ago, but I'm going to say a week because day one, good luck getting on. We are calling it Camper's Heaven because it feels like
No,
we're
no, no.
playing...
I got the best friend for you. It's called Claymores and M4s.
Okay, I like that.
M4s and Claymores, baby.
I
That's
like
about right.
that. But we were talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare now.
Where's Josh? We need Sir Sweat himself.
Sup, bitch?
All
I'm
right,
back.
Oh,
we
you
got
guys
him
play
here.
it on PlayStation, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
A few of
shit,
us have
I got the on
PC,
PC.
and a few have PlayStation. But my first impressions of Modern Warfare, so we all got as a group to play. I played about an hour of the multiplayer, and I wasn't impressed. That fucking cave map is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's not that bad.
I do not step
know.
foot into that cave because I can't see
What?
anybody in there.
You know what I think it is, Austin? I was playing a lot with AJ today because he just got the game today. I think PC niggas suck on the cave map.
Why?
Why?
I don't know why, but AJ
I actually really
was
like
having
that
a
map.
lot of-
That map's great.
AJ was having a lot of problems with the cave map too. He was like, "This is the worst fucking map I have ever
I didn't
played
like
on."
it.
No, the
Oh,
worst map
hang
is
on.
the bridge map. The worst map is the bridge
Oh,
map.
Euphrates Bridge. Yeah, fuck
That is
that
the
noise,
worst
brother.
fucking
Okay,
Don't
okay.
I don't think I
even
played
get
on
me
that.
started.
Let's
world.
just-
not
let's
even close to the
Let's
cave.
start at the top. Let's start at the top of Caden and work our way down on everybody's opinions because this shit is gonna get deep.
Okay,
Alright,
okay,
alright,
okay.
hold up real quick. So I hate that cave map. Josh, what was that one map we played on with headquarters where people were just camping
Totally
in the
ignore what I
ceilings?
said.
Hold on. I'm still giving my impressions, Austin. Hold up.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying start at the top at Caden and then work our way down.
Brendan, I've played a lot of Call of Duty. I can't tell you exactly what map that was.
I think it
I
was
don't
the
know exactly
one
what game you're
that I
talking
posted
about.
on Facebook with the street that people were memeing about.
Oh,
What
Oh,
game?
no.
Which?
He's,
Wait.
he's talking
The
about.
one where the buildings and the
listen,
concrete.
Like,
Wait,
you
St.
literally-
Petrograd?
No,
You
it's
run out
not
into the
St.
street and everybody
Petrograd.
just guns you down.
Nah,
You
bro.
don't see
Listen.
what it
It's
was.
the map that has the giant field on the right side, and then on the left side is all buildings. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like that one
Oh
map from COD 4.
yeah. It's the one
think-
that's everything. There's like a tank and everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it might have been that map.
You're
I looked
describing
it up.
every COD map ever,
It's like a
man.
tank.
Yeah,
There's like a
right.
tank and broken down buildings, and there's like it looks
Oh, there's
like
like cars.
it
on the
looks like
ground.
it looks like Pripyat.
Start
kind
at Caden and then
Yeah.
everybody get their opinions on what they think.
All right.
So my first opinion, it sucks. Caden, go.
Okay.
I have enjoyed the game so far. I have beaten the story. I am currently working on
Guess what?
the M4 camos.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking 4,000 camos. Goddamn.
We in this. We in it.
I don't have that kind of time in my life. So
Bro, I'm working. I'm trying.
But do you like the
Um,
game or not?
I do like the game. It does have a major camping problem.
Yeah.
The
Major
only
problem.
reason I do agree that the M4s and Claymores is a problem. The only reason why I'm starting on the M4 with my camos is because like the gun I got free was the M4.
The name of that map, by the way, is Grozny Raid.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Grozny Raid is shit.
Sucks, yeah.
So I like one problem I have is the co-op. The co-op missions are fucking
Mission
difficult.
single on if you're not on anything other than
There's four
four.
There's 4 missions for the co-op, like co-op, not survival. You can there's like spec ops
Not
missions
if you're not on PS4.
on PS4, yeah.
I'm saying if you're not on PS4.
Oh
you do
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
have
They
these
can't. They don't get it.
missions.
They don't get it a year
These
later.
are we do not have these missions. Okay.
You don't
As
have
a
the
PC
missions?
As a
That's
PC
what the-
player,
that's
I
what the
have
big
one
conversation-
mission, and it's the
I
mission
thought it
that's
was you just
survival.
only.
No.
That was the big controversy for.
I thought
for,
you
for
just
Modern
didn't
Warfare.
get survival. I thought you just didn't get survival, but you got like the other 4 Spec Ops missions.
No, I don't get jack shit, bro.
Real quick,
Uh.
I know the campaign is dope. I haven't been hearing much about the Spec Ops missions. What do you guys think of that?
Well,
They're okay.
We don't have any.
They're okay.
They're kind of difficult.
I mean, like I said, they're way too fucking difficult, and they want them to carry on. It's like the end of the campaign goes straight.
Yeah,
to
it says
Spec Ops.
yeah.
So
yeah,
they
I
want
picked
the
on
story to-
co-op before I picked on campaign, and my friend was like, "No, stop," because it played a cutscene, and I wasn't supposed
So the Spec Ops it's okay. Like I said, it's way too fucking difficult to get anything done. Like one of the missions, you have to defend like 5
Routers.
scramblers,
Jesus.
and
Yeah.
like
Routers.
five
Yeah, that's what
tanks
you're
spawn
supposed
at
to-
one point, well, along with 2 juggernauts.
Good God.
and- You can't
Is
do
it the
fucking
plane
shit,
mission?
huh?
Is the plane mission?
No, it's well, you can use a gunship, but like you have to take care of the 5. It's just too fucking hectic. And then there's a survival mission, and as well along with the fucking Spec Ops missions. Spec Ops is a bit of a mess.
So, are they
Multiplayer.
similar to the Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops missions? Is it basically that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
That's what we
It's
were
just
hoping
PvE.
for.
Okay,
It's
I
just
gotcha.
PvE. It's not as fun as the Modern Warfare ones, the old ones. Because like I said, it's just too goddamn difficult. Can't even pick a difficulty. They just throw enemies at you, and it's waves upon waves, and you can't kill any of them to like give you some like downtime. It never happens. It's just wave after wave after wave of infinitely spawning enemies. So
Okay, gotcha.
Spec Ops leaves a little bit to be desired. Campaign I really liked because of what it sets up.
don't spoil. I haven't.
I'm
played
not
it.
spoiling it,
It's yeah. Just we'll go down. We'll go down.
but I can't wait for the next campaign. But yeah, I like it. It's definitely a return to form. I've been called multiple Game Awards and called other people multiple Game Awards. It's been fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can still refund this game. I've owned it for a week, but
Oh,
I've owned it
come
for an
on,
hour,
Mike.
so I'm gonna refund it. Get myself a bottle of, like
Are you-
Dolce & Gabbana
oh.
cologne. All right, Mateo, what's your thoughts?
Wait, what?
I don't.
The
know,
next person
dude.
was Carter.
What list are you looking at? Mateo, give us your thoughts. Austin, shut up.
Okay. Okay.
Carter was the next person.
Yeah, I'm looking.
What?
I'm looking at the list that were,
Alright,
that were in the order of in Discord.
Oh, I'm looking at that too.
The fuck?
I see Carter.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes me, Carter, then
Josh,
Carter, just go.
Mateo.
Just go.
Okay, so Modern Warfare, I love it. Honestly, I really do. I went to fucking GameStop on last Thursday.
he's an
Waited.
Activision shell.
And I fucking, I was the first in line out of like 200 people to get the game. Of course, I had to download the update patch. Didn't matter because the servers were down anyway. So as I was downloading it, it was completely fine. I started playing it. My KD was pretty bad to begin with, but it's a lot better now. I hate the bigger team deathmatch modes because the maps are just way too big. I like that they did something different with the maps, but I don't like that they took out the arcade feel of the shooter. Like the 3-lane maps. I don't know. It's still good. I still think the gunplay is really nice. I think the animations are really good. I think it's a solid Call of Duty game. I really like the campaign too.
Do you feel like it brought you back to the old days of Modern Warfare?
As soon as I got on and had someone threaten to come kill my mom and find where I live, I was right back in 2010.
So besides the community, how about the actual game itself?
It is a game.
Yeah, the game itself, I guess too. But
That's not
I
really
got-
important right now.
you're never really
The
a child
best
until
part
someone threatens to
It's
kill
when
your
you
mom.
get quick scoped and you hear, "You fucking bitch, get
Yeah, makes me sandwich, bitch.
Oh
find
my
where you
God.
live and I'm gonna murder Shabinky.
Oh no, not Shabinky.
All right, I want to hear Josh's take on this. Josh next.
All right, Josh, don't spend 2 hours and talk about your pro life and all that shit. Just get to the point.
Okay. I want to get to the chase. Here's the chase, all right? Here's the 411. Here's the lowdown. This is the in the know. The game leaves a lot to be desired, and I think everyone agrees. Because they are trying so hard to just pan the nostalgia drill into your fucking skull.
It worked.
Guess what? It's not the same game. Here's the thing. They want you to think it's the same game. Spoiler, it's not. Now people are upset because it's not the same game.
If
It's as
they
simple
bring
as
back
that.
Rust,
We want,
Alright.
and I say we because I think I speak for a lot of people here. We want a good COD that's like Modern Warfare. That's what we want. It's very simple. We want good maps. We want good guns. We want balance.
I
We don't need
want
much
Modern
extra.
Warfare 2, not Modern Warfare.
Well,
You know what I'm
let
talking about. I'm
me
talking about like
interject.
vintage Modern Warfare.
Let me interject real quick.
franchise.
How good was the original Modern Warfare 2? Because if you think about it, there was
Fantastic.
still a lot of bullshit in the world.
Oh, no,
there
was.
for
pissed
sure.
me
There was a
off.
lot of bullshit.
There was.
Like Commando Pro,
You can't make a
noob
game without
tubes,
bullshit.
claymores, the
There was.
Spaz 12.
Yep.
So
You're right. You're right.
Yep,
But
you-
here's the
you-
thing.
I
Oh,
agree.
oh, dude, oh, the
So-
Here's what I'm
Spaz,
telling
the
you, bro.
Spaz 12 was a fucking sniper rifle.
Yeah,
Here's
The
sniper
fucking
rifle's
Rangers
hot,
Akimbo,
Here's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Ugh. Ugh. But
Alright,
comparing
listen.
it to the bullshit of that era, what are your thoughts on it?
Now,
now,
look.
Josh?
Okay. The thing is, like, the bullshit level's about the same. Our tolerance level is not. See, we're fed up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
We're
I
at
gotcha.
the same level of stupid shit. It's just the fact that we still have stupid shit. But here's the deal, though, and here this is what I'm thinking. Modern Warfare 2 came out in 2009, and people are still playing it today. I'm gonna tell you, in 10 years from now, I'm not sure people are gonna be playing this game.
Mm.
10 years ago, people were playing Modern Warfare 2. Right today, we're still playing Modern Warfare 2. I played it a couple days ago.
Yeah, but no one's online.
Oh, yes,
Isn't
sir,
it also
there
backwards
are.
compatible on 360?
Sure is.
Well,
Yep.
that's why.
There are on PC. The community is really, really big, because there's actually a PC mod that lets you play on Modern Warfare 2, but you get guns from Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 3, maps from Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick, and the
Shit,
community's
why the
booming
fuck
again.
are we getting wild? Let's just get fucking Modern Warfare 2.
This.
Honestly.
There is a big overhaul coming to the game, though, according to the developers. Later
Which
this
one?
month,
What do you mean?
Modern Warfare. Later this month, they're reworking the minimap. They're reworking footsteps, callouts, weapon balancing.
Thank you. The callouts are so.
Oh yeah, callouts are shit.
Over there,
Oh my
over
God.
there,
Over
over
there.
there.
Bro,
Over there.
I
Turn
swear to God,
around.
I'll just be walking or playing S&D, and I'll see nothing, and all of a sudden my character will be like, contact! And I'm like,
Honestly,
who the
there's
fuck
sometimes
And
did
it
that
you
gives you
see?
away. Austin, wasn't it you that got killed because your character was like,
Yeah, no, I
X-ray over there!
no, yeah, I'll get into it when it's my turn. But yeah, I have a whole spiel on just callouts alone. So yeah, just
Yeah,
continue down the line.
So they're finished. They're reworking the game. They're listening, and that's good. And now the new leak came out that showed that there are 38 maps that are unreleased in PC game files right now. There are
Oh
30
my
maps.
God.
Rust
Well,
remastered.
I'm gonna speak on that after Austin
I want
talks
plane back.
about
Some of
that
those maps,
rumor.
just off the top of my head,
Whoa, hold on, Josh,
I
hold
know
on,
high
Josh.
rises. Oh,
Whoa,
okay.
hold on, Josh.
Hi, Rice.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Austin, I think you're the last one to speak. Give your thoughts.
I didn't.
Well, Mateo, yeah,
What about
Mateo.
Oh wait,
Mateo?
Mateo hasn't spoken yet. Oh yeah, because
No.
Austin's a whole ass motherfucker. All right, Mateo, go ahead.
I love the game, and I honestly haven't played many Call of Duties except Modern Warfare 2. And it's kind of similar. The callouts are fucking stupid. The ARs that have the same range as a sniper rifle is kind of dumb. The spawns in this game are a little broken.
They're still
Um,
trash. They're still
and
trash.
the some maps are god awful, but somehow through all of this shit, I have had the most fun I've had in a while. So there's
think
something that they're doing right, and I don't know what it is, but I love it, and it looks beautiful. So I can't really argue.
That's the weird part about this game. there's a lot of stupid fucking shit. Like the 7.25 shotgun is basically
That
a
was
third.
so broken.
It's a
all
it's
shotgun,
it's a,
all
it's a
shotgun.
it's a sniper rifle if you ask
I
me.
know,
Yeah,
but
it's like the
I
K-
still play it. I
It's like
still
the
play it.
KSG like in Black Ops 2, but it's still a lot of fun, which is the weird part.
Yeah. So the feel of the game they got just right,
Okay.
and that is all I'm gonna say.
Austin, here we go.
Okay, so before I bought Modern Warfare, I was not too hyped about it, but after playing it, I'm like, okay, I really like this game. So I'm gonna start in the campaign. It was a little on the shorter side, but it was still really good. People are like going into it on all the like the small details and everything that you might have missed. There's video.
Don't
I'm watching.
shoot the baby.
Yeah, there's videos out there that I'm watching that it's not too much. This isn't too much to spoil it, but there's a character named Alex that he could be Ghost. Simon Ghost Riley from Modern Warfare 2. There's conspiracy theory. The videos are up. Everything's going well. Overall, the campaign, it was really good. It was shot like a movie. Like it was really cinematic during those cutscenes. It was really intriguing.
I like how
And
they
it kept-
transitioned from from like the cutscene into first person.
Yeah, into
sometimes.
game. Yeah, like having the camera view like go and then like all of a sudden, bam, you're in, and then it's
Like
oh, we're in
Piccadilly?
now.
Like the Piccadilly mission. By God, that was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
And it they said they were gonna treat Modern Warfare 2 like it was a baby game for like the content of like
yeah,
I can hear myself.
that
just
shit. Piccadilly
Like-
was fucked.
Like no Russian. They were gonna say they were gonna make no Russian. I remember
The
talking about
game.
Carter. No, well yeah, I was remember talking about Carter. He was telling me that they were gonna make no Russian look like a fucking kids mission, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, that's what we need. That's people are too scared to do shit nowadays.
No
Like,
Russian was a
And
huge
did
deal
they
back
did
in
they
the
get
days.
up to that saying?
oh yes,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Piccadilly,
I mean,
the mission
there's-
in Piccadilly Square
and that's
is
only
by
the second
far-
mission, and it's so
is
fun.
by far one of the most disturbing like levels in a video game I have ever seen.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
When I
That's
tell
like
you, I have never felt as much fear as watching a suicide bomber run full speed at me, even after I've put a couple bullets into him, and then realize I also have to protect some hostages at the same time.
Yeah,
Dude.
and then and there's a mission about defusing a fucking bomb that you have to be super careful about. There's like they did really well with the campaign overall.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1, boom.
Yeah, no, I failed that like in a second.
I
dude.
failed that instantly.
Yeah, I didn't know she was gonna count down. I was like, okay.
I didn't know that she was gonna say go, so as soon as she
Yeah,
said what,
yeah.
I clipped it. I died.
Yeah. Okay, not too much spoiling, but so okay.
Yeah,
Moving,
I have no idea what.
moving into multiplayer, I really like it. Like Carter was saying, he only talked about it for a brief second about like the 3-lane map, but I was watching a video about it and he was explaining it in very detail about how typically in a Modern Warfare game or Black Ops for that matter, any fucking Call of Duty game, they typically have a 3-lane map design of where there's a middle lane and then 2 lanes on the side where you can either flank or try to get around the other team. But the main action happens in the middle lane. In Modern Warfare, they try to get away from this and whatnot by having other different angles in the map and making it non-symmetrical as other maps in previous games have been. But with this, there has come campers of M4s and Claymores, which has gotten really annoying. I think over time, like Josh was saying, like they're listening to the community and they're hopefully going to fix this in the future. But I do like how they've kind of gone away from the stereotypical middle and then the 2 sides where you can go around. I do like that they're trying to stray away from that.
I just
But,
I just like how it's a familiar thing, but they're trying something new. Like you
Right.
can't, it's literally been out for a week. You can't shit on the game completely yet. I mean, you can shit on it because I shit on it a little bit, but you can't fully throw it out.
Right. It is a very familiar feel while
It's
being
not like
different.
Anthem.
You know,
And I
I'm gonna
think
say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you have like a quick comment.
I was gonna say they could have really fucked this up and made Call of Duty Mobile the best Call of Duty game of the year.
I
But they
played
didn't.
one game of
so
that
I'm
and
happy.
like 36-0. So
I'm happy they didn't fuck it up and make that the best Call of Duty game of the year.
But yeah, so getting into other things in multiplayer about the callouts, they really need to fix that shit because if they had takedowns into the game, and there was a challenge that I was on that you had to do 10 takedowns, and takedowns are literally impossible in this game. Like you sneaking up behind somebody, and
I was playing a 2v2 gunfight, and someone did a takedown on me.
yeah, that was the first time that I ever seen a takedown. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
like-
that happened to me. When it happened to me the first time, I thought I was like entering a cutscene in a multiplayer game.
Yeah, I was like, because it goes in the third person. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It takes so long to happen. But because I had no idea what the fuck was going on because that's never happened before. And it's just if it never
That's
happened
very
before, how are you supposed to do it? And I was sneaking up on a person who was looking the other way. He was sniping,
Melee'd.
and I was crouching, and I got like 2 feet from this guy, and my character fucking yelled contact.
Over
Like,
there.
yeah, like,
I
he yelled
think the
contact.
worst part
the guy
about it-
turned around and immediately shot me, and I died. And I was like, how the fuck are you supposed to take that?
I think the worst part about it is that because they're still keeping the operator type thing where you still have different characters you can play as, it is not just, a base like,
Marine.
oh, you're just Marine number 1, Russian soldier number 2. Now they have like Thorn, Charlie,
D-Day.
But do they
Yeah,
do
stuff like
different
that.
things? No, right?
No, there's
But-
cosmetic.
That's
They
You
have
can
cool.
different
see who's calling out. So if you're on the opposite team, you can see. So like, say you're on Allegiance, say you're on the Allegiance side, you can see someone from the coalition saying something. So like, if you're on the Russians, you can see if an American guy says something,
Yeah.
which does lead to some problems. Which is one thing I don't like about the callouts.
But so yeah, but like Josh said, hopefully they are going to be listening to their fan base and whatnot and fixing things as they go. Footsteps are very loud as well. It sounds like you're fucking
Yeah,
know.
they're already
Oh my
on it.
fucking
You're-
god!
you're-
Sound
you're-
whoring doesn't even take skill. It just
Yeah, that sound you can be. It sounds like everybody's Lardex, Docker, Rook from fucking Siege. Doo, doo, doo. But and then where else was I going? Oh yeah, and then what I fucking love. Oh my god, like the fucking groundbreaking shit was customizing your loadout mid
my
game.
god!
Like,
Yes.
Like if
Yes.
because I can't tell you
Holy
how many
shit.
times I was in Black Ops 4 and I didn't want to leave the lobby because I like my teammates, but I was like
Yeah.
fucking scrambling to get my loadout. I was like, shit, okay, I was working on skins and I was like, okay, I need to get rid of everything for a certain skin, or I need to attach a shit ton of stuff for another skin. And it take quite a while because you'd have to select and deselect what if you wanted perks or not. But in mid game, I can I don't want a red dot anymore. I want a 3x. Bam! I can put on a 3x. I don't even. It's like, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I gotta say that came in real handy in the new night vision goggle mode that they have,
Oh, I'm
which is just hardcore but nighttime.
that sounds dope.
Oh, it is,
Great.
but
it's fucking amazing.
I got the cave map, so it sucked, but it definitely helps because you can go from not being used to having to only be able to use the laser sight to flipping up your night vision goggles and switching to a night vision sight, which really helps.
Yeah, like a thermal.
Yeah, it's like, oh
So-
shit, I accidentally forgot to put that on. Bam, you don't even gotta worry about it right there.
Like if you're under barrel attachments, I usually run the master key under my gun. And if that's not working, I could always switch it to the smoke screen or the recon one or the noob tube or something like that, which is pretty cool.
yeah,
So I definitely like that if you could do that in mid game.
Another thing, you can have fucking 5 attachments and also 3 perks. You don't have to sacrifice a perk for an attachment or vice
Yes.
versa.
Fucking.
That's
It's so great. I almost
it's
lost none of November
wonderful.
because of it.
Yeah, and it's score streaks are great. I like how they added the
They're kill streaks now.
Yeah, sorry, excuse me, kill streaks. Kill streaks. They added a bunch
Wait, when were they called score streaks?
When
well,
you got score for getting them instead of kills.
instead of kills. It's
I know
points.
they
It
introduced
was-
that in Black Ops 2, I think.
It was Treyarch games that were score streaks, not kill
Got
streaks.
it, got it, got it.
Yeah, made people play the objectives rather than just play kills, which I didn't
Yeah,
think was a
and-
bad idea, but I do prefer kill streaks, honestly.
Yeah,
I agree.
because there was fucking ones that were 500. I think the UAV in Black Ops 4 was 550 points, and it's you really gonna make me get an extra kill just for those 50 points?
Yeah.
But they did bring down. I think the UAV is only 4 kills in Modern Warfare. They brought down some stuff for kill streaks.
3 if you have hardline.
But yeah, and hardline. That's a great fucking perk. You don't need to take equipment in Black Ops 4 or whatever that brings down you can take it as a fucking one of your 3 perks.
Hmm
But,
And then you can also use the specialist thing where every like 2 kills you get an extra free perk.
Yeah,
Bro,
and there's
Hardline
the
was shit back in the
specialist.
days.
The only thing I disagree with the specialist is dead silence. I kind of wish that was a perk because I love taking dead silence as a perk. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
dead silence is
I
a,
think
is a
Dead Silence
specialist
being
now.
like an ability is kind of stupid.
Yeah, because you have to be actively weary and like activate it.
Yeah.
But I mean, its recharge is pretty fast, but still, I don't know if I want that to be something that I have to constantly activate. But and then moving on to co-op, I have not actually played any co-op yet because I was mostly I was like doing the campaign because the campaign was, like I said, just so good. And I wanted to get that done, and I've been playing multiplayer, so I haven't touched co-op. I've seen some videos of it. It does look very difficult. There's a fucking juggernaut every every section. I think at least one,
Fuck the Juggernauts.
and I'm like, dude,
That's all I'm gonna say.
that's a lot. But
Fuck tanks,
overall,
fuck
I know I've been talking for a lot, but I've really been dissecting this game and seeing the pros and cons to it, and there are definitely pros and cons. But I do feel that Activision and Infinity Ward did a good job coming out with a successor to Modern Warfare. Well, not really a successor, but a soft reboot to Modern Warfare series.
I'd like to point out all the console gamers had like glowing reviews.
Oh my god.
I was a PC. I'm a PC. But
Oh
it
shit.
wasn't great.
Okay, so I guess the
we
four
all
of
we
us-
console
the
didn't
four
get
of us
fucked
are,
on
the
Spec
four
Ops
of us
either.
are Activision cuck shills.
I mean, it's all just from different perspectives. I should have probably mentioned that I'm not the biggest first-person shooter guy. The only
Right.
one I really mess with is Siege. I just like locking in fuse and just run around shooting people with a LMG. That's hella fun for me. But
Yeah, I totally. That's another point I forgot to talk about.
but
It's a lot like
I don't
Siege
know.
now.
I'm
Just
not.
good.
I don't know. Modern Warfare, like I enjoyed Domination, that game mode. Don't get me wrong, but
Search and Destroy.
I don't know. It's just kind of. Oh yeah, the new Search and Destroy. I find that
I really
interesting.
like Search and Destroy.
I like Cyber Attack better than Search.
I've
Oh.
never played Cybertech yet.
It's- Cyber Attack is
frustrating
interesting.
Cyber Attack
frustrating
is
as
Search
fuck
and
if
Destroy, but
are-
you can revive your teammates, which is good.
It's-
Oh,
Cyber
that's the
Attack.
one where you. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that,
Cybertech is the one where the thing is locked until like a
Yeah,
certain amount of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
That can be very frustrating if the enemy team is dominating you. Like
yeah, because they can make a comeback real quick and you're just screwed.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's. I mean, for you guys, if you enjoy it, if it's fun, if you're digging it, that's cool. But I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm probably just gonna refund a good Darksiders Genesis when it comes out in December. But
That's okay.
and the last piece I want to talk about for Modern Warfare, and we're actually running a little long. I think we're over an hour and a half on this podcast right now.
We
But,
still got like 4 more things to talk
Oh
about.
no,
Nah,
I'm,
we
cut-
don't- we don't gotta- yeah, we don't
I'm
gotta-
cutting it off after this, and we'll just come back another day. Honestly.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
last piece of Modern Warfare I want to talk about that might be bringing some better, some more liking to it is that they're bringing in some old school maps. Josh sent me
yes.
this. Josh, this is confirmed. Like this is going to happen, right?
Wait, send it in there.
I think he went to go take a poop. All right. Because he said he was going to do that. But
Having a poop.
But the maps are as follows: Wet Work, Terminal, Crash,
Wet work?
Terminal!
Vacant,
Yes, dude, fuck yes! Oh my god.
Vacant,
I fucking love that shit. Terminal and West. Oh my god.
Broadcast,
Bro, Terminal, you remember
Scrapyard,
that shit?
Rust, Farah.
Rust!
Yeah, 1v1 me
I'm
on
fucking losing my
Rust.
shit right now. What? What was this
Boneyard,
talked about?
Boneyard, baby.
Boneyard!
Caged, Hook, and it says 3 more maps for Ground War,
Oh my
and then 3
3 maps for
gunfight-
Ground War?
or 4 maps for Ground War,
Oh,
Holy
okay.
and then 3
What the
gunfight
fuck?
maps. But it
And
says
all
it-
of these
no,
are
no, no,
free,
hold
by
on,
the
hold on,
way.
hold on, hold on,
All
real
of
quick.
these are
Are you
completely
fucking-
free.
Yes,
real
dude.
quick,
Yes, yeah, that's what,
Yes.
that's what I was about to say. That's another thing that I fucking love. That there's no
There are no more DLCs or whatever.
There's no
Thank
everything is
Oh, it's
free.
all free DLC?
Yes, everything is free, completely free. I was talking
Thank
about Carter. I was
God.
I was
Maybe I
talking to
should
Carter. I
hang
was like,
on to
dude,
this
I
game.
really like this game, and I don't want to pay, fucking a season pass price like $30, $40, $50. I just don't. I don't have that
Thank
money. And Carter was
God.
like, what are you talking about? It's free. I'm like, you're shitting me.
Maybe I will hang on
Holy
to this
shit.
game.
I
No,
know.
I
I'm
was- I
actually.
wasn't even
I'm
gonna
way
change
it.
more
But,
excited now.
But
What was that,
real
Carter?
quick,
Said I wasn't yanking your chain when I said that.
Oh yeah, I know. I was just like, holy shit.
But real quick, it says what game modes will be for these maps for wet work, terminal, crash, vacant, broadcast, scrapyard, and rust. It all says 6v6. Rust will also be gunfight.
Yes!
Rust is gunfight, boy. Let's go.
For Farah,
I'm so excited!
for Farah, Boneyard, Caged, and Hook, it doesn't say which ones though. But terminal, Rust.
I'm fucking excited, dude. Oh,
Dude, I can't wait to grab this
completely-
bar.
I can't
bar
wait
with
to
a new
go
tube.
back to Rust. Like I said earlier today,
1v1 me on Rust.
what will be on Rust? I
yes!
can't wait
my
to.
God, I
I
wanna go
can't wait to
back.
360 no scope someone off the top, call them a gamer word, and then tell them I long dicked their mother last night.
Oh
Oh my
God.
god, it's gonna be
Little mama.
great.
The days.
Back to the old Call of
Holy
Duty days,
shit.
Good old
boys.
days.
Oh,
I
I can't
got,
wait.
I got these guys excited. I'm pretty sure this is confirmed that this will actually happen.
You already know I'm about to play some fucking MWF
I'm-
this shit.
But,
Well,
I'm
I don't
tired.
know.
I'm
I don't know.
passed
Seeing
Apparently-
that they have some.
Apparently, I already failed no November.
You
talked about
right?
But I don't know. I did enjoy Ground Wars back when I played on like World at War back in the day. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will hold on to this game, or maybe I'll get it at some other point. I don't know. But yeah, it's looking like they might be. They had a bad start, but they're gonna have a solid finish. So we just gotta see in the future. I feel like
Solid finish.
I know
Oh
they,
shit! I forgot Offset bought FaZe or bought part of FaZe, so now they're Atlanta FaZe.
Oh my god. You just want to say that so bad.
Trap phase.
Migo FaZe.
Alright, but
FaZe Migo.
they wouldn't have done this, but I feel like a smart thing that they should have done is that they should do like a legit beta for this game and really got the community's feedback and opinion
Oh, they're
on, like,
bringing
the maps.
Capture the Flag too.
Really?
Yes.
I'm looking at it right now, and zombies may return.
No, that's a fucking
No.
joke. No way.
No.
Initially
They're not gonna
introduced
do
by
that.
Treyarch, Call of Duty Zombies mode is now a staple of first-person shooter. Fans of the fight against the living dead now have rekindled hope after presence/MP / zombies has been spotted within the game files.
Oh.
Appearing as
But-
infected in past iterations, Infinity War looks to implement the fun game mode into Modern Warfare. So we may get infected back.
Yes, dude. That's the. Oh fuck yes, I'm excited.
Infected, I'm fine with. A zombies game mode, no.
Why? Why?
Bro, you don't want to do zombies in Spaceland
Why? What the
too?
I mean, zombies in Space and those were good, you know. But I'm the Treyarch fan of zombies. I'm, Black Ops zombies.
Aren't you
Give it
excited
a
to get back into
chance.
the
Give it a chance.
Aren't you excited to get back into what some have called for the Chaos storyline, the story of Me Too movement for the Greek gods?
The what?
The Me Too movement for the Greek gods?
What do you mean? I don't follow.
You don't remember?
You don't know what the Me Too movement is?
I do, but
you
I can't
remember
remember.
There's someone we used to watch pretty a lot actually for Call of Duty. They said when Ancient Evil came out, it's them telling the Me Too movement story for the ancient Greek gods.
Yeah.
And then they were saying that Medusa kissed Scarlet and it was sexual assault.
What?
They said that?
Yes.
Wait, they. My Steam just updated, and now I have 210 games.
All right,
installed.
let's end this podcast and we can talk more about that shit.
Alright, yeah, I'll probably do the next podcast at some point in December, maybe sometime after Christmas, because then Witcher thing will come out. Call of Duty probably have some updates, and talk about the November, December games. But yeah,
And-
Austin, give your closing remarks for Auspicious Conversation episode 3, I believe this one is.
Um.
Alright,
fun.
thank you. Alright, Carter.
Hey, bitch!
Damn, when
Take your neck, nigga.
when did Sheck West join this call?
Bitch.
So Sheck West released a new song, so you should listen to it.
Fuck Shaq West.
Alright.
My final words are just nut up or shut up.
Okay.
Carter, give your closing remarks, please.
Keep your tits
This
dry.
is a PSA for anyone that wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You should come and shoot with me in the gym. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Mateo, give your closing remarks.
Classic.
All right.
Alright, Caden, give your closing remarks, please.
I'd like to leave you guys with two
Classic.
things. One, we're finally getting a League fighting game. Maybe three things. We're finally getting a League fighting game. Cyberpunk comes out in April. And three, who the fuck you think you're trying to creep on?
Put
Who
a
the nigga in
a
the back
black
Nissan?
Nissan.
I'm the nigga
Because
Freddy
you
wasn't
wouldn't
sleep
sleep
on.
on,
Catch
'cause
a nigga in the bush doing recon.
Classic.
Alright, Josh, this is the first time you've actually given your closing remarks on a podcast. Go ahead and
He's
say
not
what
even
you
here
need to say.
still. Oh, he came back?
Yeah,
What the
what's
fuck?
up, guys? How's it going? I had to take a
Came
poop.
back from his fucking boo-up.
Classic.
His pool.
Yeah, I had
Taking
to,
a fucking boo-up.
had to
big
jump a
one.
nice meaty pile of Modern Warfare. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
This man dropped some heavy
The
artillery.
slander is real.
Contact.
And that's all.
You got X-ray detection.
He dropped a nice steaming pile of
Oh my
Anthem.
Alright, go ahead, Josh. Give your closing remarks.
No, that was my closing remarks.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright.
You
And
can't
for my-
say that. We won't get flown out to Activision one day.
Alright. And for my closing remarks, thank you for coming out to podcast episode 3. It has been real. We will be back in December, hopefully, to start talking about some more real shit. I only got 2 things to say. I'm not very good with goodbyes, but keep your tits
Bye.
dry.
Hell yeah, brother.
And, you know, when you talk about my name, put some respect on it. I ain't gonna know to talk. Let's ride.